I think it is an opportunity. We just need to be able to get to the table and then have that discussion. So doctor, if you can help us identify those key people on the other side, or Lupe can help us, then we can make the introduction. We need to make the introduction.
So what Alex is saying is the equivalent of the DOE, the equivalent of the EPA, Sermonad, right, is one of those, equivalent of EPA. Panagua is equivalent to the Bureau of Reclamation, like a water agency. And so those are what he's saying is we need those pieces of the puzzle to come together and agree to collaboration through an MOU. And if we can write a very simple MOU, that could be given to the Army Corps of Engineers, California Natural Resources Agency, and the Salton Sea Authority to make that part of their mandate. And it could be, like you said, maybe there is a better strategy than all of Laguna Salada is a canal, but maybe that has other consequences. Now you need more energy to push the water rather than. So you might have all these different strategies lined out that get analysis, but that analysis can't occur unless we have a federal agency that has $3 million to do that, right?
Or $1 trillion.
Or $1 trillion to build it, right? To actually build the system. And how does that benefit? I think that's the goal of what we're trying to say. That's the benefit for Mexico. $0, $0 pesos cost for Mexico that could be paid for by the Army Corps of Engineers for a complete environmental restoration of all of the Delta, all of the Biosphere Reserve, all of the Sea of Cortez, if done correctly, right? Could include all of Laguna Salada, and I'm kind of messing around with this stuff, but not joking, like El Centro is like this aquatic, like mega eco-city. I mean, these are the ideas that come out. Is there a negative impact? Oh no, you have to line everything. Okay, but then you get evaporation, so all of these things become, this being El Centro 2035, right? 2050.
It's actually cutting edge engineering, Nathan. There's just no other way. And I think that the picture has to be promoted that way with binational effort. I think the cost of not doing anything is just enormous. But to put it in perspective, it's actually free money for California. Because the economic impact will be immediate.
Yeah.
Immediate. The value, just the real estate value around the lake, what do you want to call it? It's not Salton Sea, it's South LA. That's how big it is.
East San Diego.
And in the end, it's California. So it's free money, and we have to push it in a perspective that is understandable by the whole community, the whole binational community. And I just can't imagine that we cannot be successful pushing some strategy that has the project on everyone's perspective, that they understand it objectively, and that it takes off.
And can I add to that? I appreciate that. If we do nothing, it's $30 to $70 billion, right, of cost. It's the same as our global situation with climate change. You're talking multiple trillions of dollars, but maybe the restoration strategy at a global scale is the same. You invest $1 trillion, you invest 10 trillion, you save hundreds and hundreds of trillion, right? Like those same metrics are the same that we try to bring to Desert Shores.
Right. 240
properties, $1,000 property increase means $2.4 million. 1,000. You create 2,000, you doubled your money. You create 3,000, you tripled your money. As far as a cost-benefit analysis to build the infrastructure, that's what the restoration of the Salton Sea Laguna Salada is. It's
and
$30 to $70 billion at minimum, right?
And the other important element, which I would emphasize, we must understand the context of this project and how it exists in time. We do not have the privilege of waiting 10 years to see if it happens. We have to push a good environmental impact study. We have to understand it, and we have to propose a solution. We do not not have the time. And in essence, the problem for our part in Mexicali and the Baja California region as a whole, it's called water as well. We drink the same water as you, and we do not have water. How difficult is that to understand?
And I have to add one point. I know we're going to